second I start recording, a lot of car goes by with my window open. Okay, hope you guys didn't hear that. Anyway, welcome back, guys. As you can tell from the way my hair and beard were not this long in the last recording, it's been a while since I've recorded anything. I believe uploading-wise, we're still in the Venancio Coast. I have recorded a bit more since then. We are in Mount Gundor in the recordings. It is currently the 30th. I potentially start my new job in 4 days. We're starting on 5 days. Because I started on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. There's 31 days in this month. I think there's 31 days in this month. Anyway. It's been a long time since I've recorded. I don't remember exactly what I was doing. But we're going to find out and get into it today. As you can see by my thing here, I haven't even played Dark Cloud 2 in quite a while. But yeah, we're going to get back into it today. Normally I'd be in the game already so before I started the recording, but you know, first one back, we'll be a little less professional. I feel I'm that professional anyway. I did try recording an update video not that long ago, but as you can see kind of by this eye here, I still got rings under my eyes. I recorded that when this was about 3 times as dark from lack of sleep. But I have caught up on sleep and I feel a lot more energetic. Also, I drink cups of coffee about be a big. Speaking of which, I'm out of coffee. I'll get more after the recording. But yeah, I start a job with a fixed schedule here shortly, so that'll be nice. Sorry if I keep looking over here. I'm just making sure everything's working like it should be working. I'm just gonna go ahead and shut that door. Yeah. I don't remember which save file was the right file. Ooh. I have the date in the video because I like to keep you guys updated on when I actually record things. I don't remember when that was, but I want to say it was at least 2.5, 3 months ago. This is the last time I recorded anything. It's been a rough. It's just been a rough. Also, I think I have my CPU volume too loud. There we go. I'm gonna assume it's the only Hemron to save. I figured I would have made more than one by now. I don't remember what weapon trees we were going down. Remember we at least had the Lamb Sword. I don't remember if I've upgraded that or not yet. Why does it look so choppy in the recording? It's not recording as smoothly as I want it. Stinger Wrench is almost ready to go up. We've barely done anything on Max's guns, I do remember that. Yep, the Lamb Sword. Which it looks like we were going for this one. Maybe that one. I'll figure it out when we get that far. And the Crystal Bazaar, which we've also barely done anything on. That should at least be 1 tier higher at this point in the game. Right pod's looking about where it should be. And then I believe I wanted to do a hammer for Max. I believe that's what the Smash Wrench was going for. Yeah. And I got a bunch of different swords for Monica. Okay. Okay. Where were we in the dungeon? Okay, we're starting to get into it. I'm actually going to go ahead and pause the recording and watch the last episode so I remember exactly what I was doing, and then I'll be back. So I'll see you guys back here in a minute. So I just watched the last episode, and it looks like we just had started the Georama. Okay, that makes sense. Blue Seal, that takes away Max, I believe. Oh, great, I got it. My room. Gotta remember not to minimize Elgato. Alright. Takes away Monica. Okay. Which is good, because I wanted to train Max anyway. I have Cedric with me. Okay, that's good. Good. I had the foresight to switch that out that last episode then. Ooh, what to talk about? What's new since the last time I was here? I guess the most obvious thing, I said I was getting a new job. I put my 2 weeks in at my old job, which was a little small town gas station, which was alright. And I already had a job set up going to an Amazon warehouse, which is what I'll be starting in a few days. And then I messed up right when I wrote down my schedule for the last week, because I should probably take pictures of it, but I didn't. Because it changes every week. It wasn't a set schedule at all, hence the having a hard time recording for stuff. Yeah, I'm going to a fixed schedule job, so that'll at least help me get that straight. Ooh, Savagery. I like the way these guys look, so I really like their axe. But I messed up writing down my schedule, and I missed a 4-hour shift on our slowest day of the week, and they called me and told me don't bother coming back again, so I'm like, alright, extended vacation before my new job. And Saturday was supposed to be my last day, 3 days ago. Instead, it was last Sunday. I took a week off, got caught up on sleep, which was vastly needed. I was like, alright, I got a few more days before I gotta start working again. I'm gonna record as much as I can before we get there. I actually don't know if I'm gonna be starting on the 4th year or not, though, because when you work for a corporation like Amazon, they gotta run a background check, and apparently background checks are backlogged for some reason. So I said it might take 2 to 3 weeks for that to even go through, but if it goes through, I start on the 4th. Yeah. Which I'll have to also check that at some point today. Do I have any keys? Doesn't look like it. It'd be up here if I did. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. I'm not too worried about what the chest can give in these floors, enough to pop it open. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this wrench to level 10, because it was level 9, right? Oh. Yeah, too many items to be holding that. We'll go ahead and just use the potato pie then. Your inventory size increases with every dungeon. Apparently I'm just holding too much. Which, given... I don't even have that many fish in my inventory. What do I have so much of that's... I mean, I guess I haven't been using the gems or the coins yet, because I'm saving them for the synthesis tutorial. Yeah, other than that, I'm not really holding a lot of anything. Interesting. I thought the inventory was bigger by now. I didn't even look at the weapon like I wanted to. Yeah, it is +9. So we're going to get this to +10, and then we'll start working on the hammer wrench. I don't know, actually. I might not. Because that's a lot of opening the menu and switching back and forth. And I might do that on floors I just plan on running through. Because I think these are all... No, the Rifle Wolf we've seen already. But the Savage Ram and the Goyon are technically new enemies. I believe. Again, it's been months since I played. The Goyons work exactly as they did in the last chapter. They charge at you, swing at you, and shoot goo at you. And the Rams also work exactly the same. They have one overhead hit, and then they charge at you. Very, very simple. Yeah, I think for the rest of the floor, I'll probably speed up in music. Yeah, speed up in music. I say I need to practice editing because I haven't edited in a while, but I also have like 14 episodes before this I need edited still. Because the last episode I uploaded, which at this point I think was 26? Maybe not. Range enemies still do a little bit, huh? Whatever the last episode uploaded as of August 30th was the last episode I edited. So yeah, it's been a minute. Should get a hold of Thorn again, because I think she's done with her stuff now, so she might be willing to edit for me again. Especially seeing as I can now pay her more with the new job. So, we'll see. Of course, that'd be pretty weird for you guys, because I think like in the last 5-6 episodes I talked about how she wasn't there anymore, and then just suddenly have her back editing the episodes I said she wasn't there before. We'll see, though. Anyway, we're going to speed up the rest of the floor and put music over it. It'll make it easier to change out weapons after every monster, and you ain't got to sit through the long sections of that. Does my Smash Wrench have more durability than my Stinger? No, okay. It just really looked like they did. Okay. Wait, no, it wasn't. There's one more over here. I was thinking that was the gate for some, or the Spheda gate for some. I speak, Zord. We thought that was the Spheda gate for some reason. I'm looking around the map for the ball, and it's like, where the heck's the ball at? It's like, oh, we haven't defeated last enemy yet. Oopsies. But yeah. It looks like the recording's all looking good, so that's good. Yeah. That one's not too hard. I'm going to hit it into the dang holes along this corridor and completely screw it up, but that's not that hard a shot. See, one to get it there, one to get it down the hallway, then one in there. Yeah, so if I got at least 3 shots, I'm good. And it gave me 4. Ooh, we even have a mess-up shot. Alright, we might get this one, guys. I'll go with the turkey for this first shot. Alright, we only want her to go a little bit, so we're only going to go about that much power. That was still too far. Okay. Alright. So we're going to go for the swan in this shot. We need a bit more oomph. I totally screwed this up. Alright. Mess up shot. Here we go. That is actually almost perfect. Okay, so not quite full power, and we'll get into the room. Noted. So we're gonna go about there instead. Stop, no! That's okay, we got one more shot. Right? Or was that our... yeah, not gonna get this one. A little too rough on that shot. That's unfortunate. If I stopped though, we would have been golden. Then I would have just had to make it bounce once and go that far. I lost my touch on Spheda. I swear I used to be good at it. And I've not had a very good showing at any Spheda thing that I've done. I used to be pretty good at it, or so I thought anyway. But then again, when I was a kid, I was also playing a lot of golf games, so that might have had something to do with it. Oh, you're not the power exit. I knew that. Also, there's another one of those star exits that we've seen in every dungeon so far except the Underground Water Channel. We're almost to those. We've got another chapter to go, but we're almost there. Should I do 2 dungeon floors? Depends on what the Georama gives me. Yeah, because most of this dungeon floor will be sped up, and it's only been 20 minutes, so I might do one more floor. We are going to switch things up though. Because I got both of Max's weapons to +10, which is what I wanted, before we made the switch over. And this switch over is going to be very important. Because I know I've used Monica quite a bit in previous dungeons, and there's been a reason for that. And unless we get another Max only floor, it's going to be Monica for quite a few dungeon floors. We got one thing to play, I don't remember what it is. Not a single goal or the name of the thing revealed, and we haven't done. Interesting. Yeah. There's nothing we can do on that yet, so I'm going to do one more dungeon floor, but we got a little bit of switching around to do. Milena's in Sindane, yeah. Or it should be in Sindane at the very least. Because for those of you who play this game, you know what's coming. But I want to use Monica as much as possible before a certain thing happens. And we'll be getting to that in like 4 or 5 episodes. So it won't be too long with her, but it will be a little bit. Was this Milena's house? Yes. Not really, I barely have anything in there. You guys have heard me complain about this in videos before. They literally do not bug me. All day. Until I start recording. Every time. Anyway. Add to party. For those of you who haven't played this game before, I'm not going to spoil what's coming up, but something is coming, and I need Monica stronger for it, so... I mean, actually, she's probably more than strong enough, but to make a point, I want to keep using her. We're going to need more repair powder, he thinks. Yeah, because I don't have any in my inventory. But before we go back into the dungeon, we have 2 weapons of max to get ready. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my weapon chart, thingamabob. Oh, right, it's on my other screen. Hang on. Playing on 2 monitors, one of which is my TV. And both monitors are on my computer, so whenever I open anything new, it goes onto my TV for some reason. If anyone knows how to set like the actual desktop monitor to primary, that would be great. Don't remember where I saved those 2. This is not in the slideshow. Oh yeah, I forgot I made a new threat mod slideshow folder. Really gotta get back to that at some point. Hopefully not have as nearly many problems with copywriting the boss theme music. Not there. It is in camera roll. Okay. Did it also open on? It did. There we go. Oh, right, that's why. Autofocus feature? Sure, I was hoping it up on the internet. On the interwebs. Yeah, for some reason the picture I downloaded starts really, really small. When you zoom in, it blurs like crazy. That's why I keep pulling up the internet. Which is weird, because it's the same picture. Alright. Now I can go back. Sorry guys, wait a minute. I gotta remember how to do all this stuff. And yes, I'll probably leave this in, because part of me finds it funny. Okay. So to upgrade this, we need a lightning of 72. And we're at 46, so that's 26. $27, there. We gotta start getting more crystals here soon. Do I have the lure rod yet? I don't know if I've showed off the money glitch. I'll have to go back and look and see if I showed off the money glitch. Beast needs to be 68. Ooh, from 33. So that's going to bring us up to 66. 69. Perfect amount of these points. You never upgrade Beast ever again. Scale needs to be 45. I just need a straight 30 from that. And the end of chapter 5 is probably when I'll be making the synthesis video. Because I think I have... I'll have to get my notes out to make sure, but I think I have everything now. I might be missing a gem yet. I think I am, actually. I think I'm missing Aquamarine. But I think I have all the coins, and that's all I've been waiting on, is getting one of everything. I'll check my notes to make sure, but chapter 5 might be when I finally do synthesis tutorials. And the weapons are about getting strong enough that I should be putting stuff on it, and just haven't been due to saving them, so... and then we need an attack of 80. I want to use attack crystals on that. Or do I just want to keep leveling it up? Because you get, what, 2 per level, roughly. So it'd be at least 3 more levels. Assuming we get 2 every time. Yeah, rather not, honestly. Maybe, what, 80? Yeah. Now that's how little experience our weapon is getting at this point. Because again, we're not going to be using max for at least 6 or 7 dungeon floors, so... and with that, we're going to upgrade the Stinger Wrench to the Poison Wrench. I forgot how weird the Poison Wrench looks. And that's as high as this weapon can go until Chapter 6, I believe, when we fight both of those. So yeah, this is as strong as Max's weapons can get right now, minus leveling it up more and actually getting it ready to go up to the next one. Which there's a very little attack increase from the Tier 6 to the Tier 7 weapon. Because from Stinger to Poison, it was 30 attack points that needed to go up. But from Poison to what's coming next, it's 80 to 91, and when we upgraded it, it went to 88. So I only need, what, 3 attack points on it, which it's definitely going to get as it levels up. Interesting. There was a big jump in Lightning, though, from 72 to 108. And we also need 108 Cyclone. Ooh, that's going to be a lot of crystals. Everything else ain't as big a jump. I guess there's from 45 to 86 on scale. But other than that, and there's a major jump from Tier 7 to Tier 8. I forget, Max only has 2 Tier 9 weapons. One in wrench, or one's not even a wrench. One's his hammer and one's one of his guns. Interesting. Yeah, but that's it for that one. And then we need this one, which is going to the hammer, which is this here. Which is technically skipping 2 hammers in the tree. It's skipping the turtle shell and the frozen tuna. But I get more points from starting at the battle wrench and going this way. That's why I did it this way. We need an attack of 52, which we got, a chill of 45, and a smash of 40. Finally using up some of those chill crystals we got. We're at, what, 5? So we need 40? How does 42 sound? Sound good? Sounds good. Alright. This will actually be not our first hammer for Max, but it'll... it'll be something. And then a smash of 40, and we're at 23. I need 17. And that takes us to the cubic hammer, which we still won't be using. We might use. The cubic hammer is on the same level as the Stinger Wrench we were just using, but we'll see. I'm going to pause the recording though, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I didn't realize how cold it was in my room until I left it for more than 2 minutes and came back in. Oh, and I remember I had a blanket on. Oof. Anyway, yeah, that we're going to move on to the next dungeon floor. I think starting in Chapter 6 is when I'm going to start showing off more of the train people and what they can do. Chapter 6 is a relatively short chapter. So that'd be a good time to show them off, and I won't be missing out on much. Because at that point our weapons are usually strong enough, high enough level that missing that one synthesis point or that one extra stat point isn't going to matter as much. So yeah, I think Chapter 6 is when I'm going to show off other train people. But for now, Mountain Baddie appears. I also really need to get another sword from Monica. Because while I love the Lamb Sword, especially at night when it's the Wolf Sword, when it turns into the Lamb Sword, I don't know if we talked about it already or not, but I do remember running these stat calculations for max weapon stats, and the max stat Wolf Sword at night is stronger than everything except max statted Island King, which I find hilarious. And I think that's only because the Island King itself has really massive end stats. Due to it being a final tier weapon, they don't actually have as low of end stats on it. But keep spitting out your little children, they're worth money. I feel like we've talked about that before, but again, it's been so long since I recorded it, I don't remember. But yeah, the maxed out stats, Lamb Sword in wolf form is stronger than the Island King most of the time. Here we have Burger, which I still find the name for this thing hilarious even after all these years. This is essentially a copy of the Phantom Memo Ear from Chapter 3. It is now a normal enemy that will appear in dungeons. Again, not overly hard. Literally has the same attacks. It's really my only gripe, really, with this game. Is that, they reuse enemy sprites a lot. Like, I get reusing a sprite and changing the colors on to make new enemies. But they didn't program more AI into the game either. It's the same attacks for every change up. I think we got into this too at some point, like maybe in Chapter 2, but the most unique enemy in the game are the undead. And that's only because there are so many forms of the undead. There's a couple that we haven't even encountered yet. You got your typical zombies, that's the most common one. You got the skeletons, which are surprisingly less common when they appear earlier in the game. The skeletons are in Chapter 2, I don't think the zombies appear until Chapter 4. But the zombies get used a lot. Then you have the skeletal captain. The skeleton captain, the undead captain. And then there are I think two more enemies that we've yet to encounter here. So it's so much better. Oh, come on. Yeah, we don't need multiple speed clips. What else did I pick up that took up that spot? Whatever. Oh, yeah. Really. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, right, I did enemies. But that's pretty much all I had to say on the matter. Like, all the Rams, the only thing that really changes about them is their weapon. Oh, as I said, they'll have the same two attacks. The Goyons, you can tell steam Goyons are more based on, like, bathwater fish. But no, their attacks don't change. And don't get me wrong, the undeads don't change their attacks, they're just a much bigger variety of undead than there is anything else. Which is kind of sad. But I guess you could really say that for any RPG. Like, a lot of the Final Fantasy dragons are all exactly the same, just with higher stats. Which is kind of upsetting. But you gotta remember that game companies are pumping out games every 1 to 2 years, so that makes as many shortcuts as they can. Like, despite the leveling system in Final Fantasy II working a lot different than Final Fantasy I, a lot of the mechanics and sprites were reused from the first game and the original SNES version. Like, I think the dragons were the same, the goblins were the same, the worms were the same. So, yeah. When they did the remakes, they changed up the sprite works a lot. That's because they had a lot more time to do that. And trying to make a game in RPG Maker himself, which I have not touched in months, which I really, really need to get back to. It worked the same way, but I will definitely be adding more AI to enemies as the game gets harder, instead of just having to be a palette swap. Slimes in most RPGs are a really good example of that. And I've also learned that writing AI is not an easy thing. So that could also be why they're just like, alright, copy, paste, palette swap, you're good. But yeah. Being someone who really wants to be in video game design, it's just bothersome when I learn how to do some of the stuff and then see the shortcuts people take in older games, especially some of my favorite games. But don't get me wrong, Dark Cloud is still in my top 3 PS2 games, and in my top 10 games of all time. And it's not even that good a game, in all honesty. Or for nostalgia reasons than anything. I still have my PS2 copy, actually. Yeah. My PS2 is sitting in the trunk of my car, which I really need to bring in before winter gets here. But and it was right next to the game case of my other favorite PlayStation 2 game. I like RPGs, what can I say? What's my phone going off for now? Oh. I'll look at it later. We got sure swipe out tangle. Oh, that's gonna be a really easy shot. Wait, no, this isn't a sealed floor. Second, has the seal broken now that I beat all enemies? No, the last floor was the sealed floor. We're good. And if I somehow manage to mess up, it's not exactly a straight shot. And it is indeed only 2 shots. I don't know if I can get it over here to where it would be a straight shot. Move it to there. There should be good. And boop. Haha. I've been so mad if I messed that one up. It was such an easy shot to do. I didn't even need to move it. I didn't feel like bouncing it twice. Come on, Aquamarine. Bandit guard. Okay. That works anymore, those. And I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit like. If you really enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe. It feels really good to be recording again. And I am going to be recording a couple episodes back to back here, so yeah. After I get more coffee. I need more coffee. It's kind of weird. I'm drinking more coffee now that I'm caught up on sleep than I was working and losing sleep all the time. So weird. But yeah, with that, we'll see you guys in the next episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you really enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. And I realized after editing so many episodes, I really need to come up with a new end catchphrase. We'll work on it. See you guys then.